Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to Emily's Energy Corner, and we just had a most powerful radio show today with Toni Bergins on the show. Journey Dance was what we were talking about, and Journey Dance is such a beautiful expression of living in your body. It's a dance class, but it's so much more than a dance class because it's opening your soul and it's making yourself feel this beautiful, sexy goddess or god or anybody that you are. It's like your soul opens up, and I'm so excited that she was on the show, and I hope you guys do keep up with her at journeydance.com. Now, talking about what the segment part is for Emily's Energy Corner is all about your body and the way that your body communicates inside. So I want to talk about your body's communicating system today because I had an amazing weekend and I'm going to tell you all about it. I had my mentor for craniosacral therapy, Tammy Goldstein, who's been on this show. I had her come into Atlanta and we worked with children that are on the autism spectrum or have sensory processing issues or just are a little out of sync in their bodies. And to watch the way that not only craniosacral therapy, but also I'm a lymphatic drainage therapist. So I work with the body's ability to get rid of the toxic things that children on the spectrum have a hard time detoxing and getting rid of heavy metals and things like that. Manual lymphatic drainage can help get those things moving out of your body. So we call the lymphatic system your plumbing system. And together we worked simultaneously doing our specialties. And we had the most amazing results. We had one of my people that has something called lymphedema. Tammy worked on her at the same time that I did, and the results that we got would have taken me easily 3 days back to back to get the same results because the craniosacral or the cerebral spinal fluid and the plasma follows the same pathway in the body that the lymph system does. So if I were running into a block, she would energetically unblock the fascia and allow the plasma and the membranes and the fluid to go through. And if she was blocked somewhere, I could open it up through lymphatic drainage and it would open up. And the results were really, really cool. And it had me thinking. There was a little boy that came in who is barely verbal. And I mean barely verbal. He can repeat a few things that you say, but there's definitely never any organic words or thoughts that come out loud. And we had him 3 days straight. And the first day he came in and he had a couple of words that he heard on his iPad. And then day 2, you could really hear him talking and communicating, but still not organically. And then day 3, not only was he easier to understand his words, but he independently asked for a snack and said that he was hungry. And the mom is bawling, we're all crying, and it's just amazing how fast you can get tremendous results, but it's about the way that your body communicates inside itself. And that's what I want to talk about, is that the body's communicating system, there is not just one way for the body to communicate and allow itself to heal. There are an unlimited amount of ways to allow your body to experience deep healing and shift. And one of the things that we really talk about a lot is that deep inner physician giving yourself permission to heal. And without that permission part, without that component, so it's almost impossible to heal. But the body has deep wisdom, and its communicating system is so beautiful, and it's not new. It's sacred wisdom. It's always been there. It's what you were born with and that you've always had, but we don't know how to tap into it very often. And when you find ways that work for your body, for your mind, then amazing healing, shift, and change can take place. And to watch this little boy start talking, that's what happened for my child. And that's why I scream craniosacral therapy and also just body healing and the wisdom of the body and the miracles that exist in the energetic part of your body. And the other cool thing is that Toni Bergins today on the show, she was talking about a lot of the same stuff, but she does it through dance. And it's learning how to live inside your body, but it's not hiding in your body. It's living fully in your body with your mind, with your thoughts, with your power. It's taking your body back and living in there, because so many times we're stuck so far in our heads that we're just so far discombobulated that the body balance has eluded us. So learning how to be back in your body and claim your space and hold your space. I remember somebody years ago saying that a woman is sexy when they know how to hold their space. And I thought about that for so long. What does that mean? Hold your space. Would I be sexy? Do I know how to hold my space? What does that entail? And now I'd like to think that through all the years of healing and working and continuing my good fight for my own life and for the quality of it and to own it. And I do feel like I own and claim my space, and I live inside my body, but I don't hide in my body anymore. And I don't just live in my head where I'm always in my head so I don't even feel my body, because that's where the disconnect happens. So talking about Journey Dance 2, you're learning how to get back into your body and realizing that you're sexy and that you're awesome and that every person comes into this world with a gift. And the job is to find out what that gift is and then share it with the world. You don't have to be famous. You don't have to put yourself out there so far that the world has to hear it as much as putting it into practice. So if you love taking pictures, find time in your life to take pictures, even if you don't put them on display, even if you don't try to sell them, even if you don't have big gallery openings, who cares? Do what your passion is. But connecting that body and that mind can change your whole life. And learning that it's not about what you weigh, and it's not about what you wear, and it's not about what you look like, can give tremendous power to you in your life. Because I have definitely been on both sides. I've been on both sides of that. I've had people judge me solely for what's on the outside and never even take the time to get to know what's on the inside. That's also my fault, because for a long time I hid what was on the inside and I just let it just be whatever's on the outside, and I didn't let people go deep. But now I'm really what you see is what you get. And watching people heal and watching the way that the body communicates is so fabulous that I want that for everybody. I want it for your children. If you have children, I want it for you. And one of the things that Toni said that really struck me was, what story do we want to move into? Because so many times we get attached to what our story has been up to this point. So who are you and what are you about? It's all about what I've been through. Well, everybody's been through something. If you're an adult, even if you're a child, everybody has been through something. Every experience that you have dictates who you are and what you're about and how you carry yourself into the world and how you perceive the world around you. But now, let's let go of that story or at least integrate it and find a way to balance it and realize that the question needs to change. And the question now needs to be, what story do we want to move into? What is your new story? Where are you headed? And are you going to bring that communicating system in with your body? Because if you figure out what you want your story to be, it can't just be in your head. It can't just be in your thoughts. You can't just sit around and twiddle your thumbs and think of all the things you wish you were doing without any sort of movement, because now, again, you're doing the same thing. You're trying to move into a story, but you're not integrating your body and your mind together. So whatever story it is that you want to move into, make sure that you bring your body along with it. Get that balance in and pick up Toni's DVD and start taking some Journey Dance. You guys, I love having you on the show, and I hope that the show continues and that you find great merit from listening to All About Healing. And I hope I see you next Wednesday as well. We're here every Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time. Thanks for being here. You're listening to All About Healing. Have a great week.